One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on another team from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Mustangs will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Louisville's offense will have the football first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, in this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
And the Cardinals in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to pass, it's Moss. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bell. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Ville, he fills a void and brings a gunslinger mentality, Jesse.
He has that gunslinger mentality. When it's going good, it's normally going really, really good, but he has to be able to avoid the mistakes. And let's not forget, he's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too.
Oh, he's got some space. The tag. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the SMU Mustangs offense has its first opportunity of the day. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with a clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Caught near the sticks, it's Singleton. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Knight. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
4 wide out set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Complete to the left. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Knight. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Maryland. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got an open man. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Off the play fake on first down to throw.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The Cardinals can really attack on this second and short. Handoff from the shotgun. Runs through a tackle. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air, it's Moss. Using the quick game. Still on his feet at the 45. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
And the Cardinals can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He wants it all. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Flips it out on the screen. Gets it out to the 21, and that's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
The Mustangs will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Give to the single back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big gain on offense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Lacey. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Just came out and fired a strike on the slant.
And those are tough catches to make because you know you're going to have that defender draped all over you. So you've got to have strong hands, and you saw that receiver pluck the ball.
Now on 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the single back. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Fresh off its best season since the Pony Express era, Rhett Lashley really had SMU humming, but they lost the ACC championship game, got beat in the playoff, and now to see how they'll respond.
Finish. That's been the thing that they've talked about all off season. They're going to try to carry into this year. Obviously, you take one game at a time. You've got to finish games. You've got to finish seasons. If they do that, David, they think they can have a very special season.
No doubt, and I think finding their guy last year in Kevin Jennings, he didn't start the season. Game 3, he entered. So now knowing he's your dude, all that promise, all that ability with Rhett Lashley in this offense, they've got to continue to score a bunch of points and perform at a high level.
To throw, it's Jennings. Hauls it in. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, then this offense is virtually unstoppable. Because of his ability to extend plays and create, his accuracy throwing vertically down the field, SMU has everything they need. Rhett Lashley is going to have a lot of fun calling plays. If this guy takes that next step, watch out. This is a team vying for the college football playoff.
And the Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Got a man. It's Maryland. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Maryland. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Gonna run it. It's Harden. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mustangs have a lot of options on second and inches. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Maryland. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work. The throw to the outside is complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Mustangs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. He's got it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
The Mustangs have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Looking for the goal line. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Heftiness coming out on the goal line. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Sneaks it into the end zone.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Brown has it. And some room to work. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll go to the jet sweep to try to get the edge here. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Well, you know this defense was practicing and game planning for this guy in particular. They knew with his speed at receiver, not only would he be catching the football, but they were going to get him involved in the run game as well. That defense looked ready for that play.
Back to pass, it's Moss. Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds the tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys, those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive linemen with.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and the score came on an impressive run from the 20. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
And the Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Makes the grab, it's Knight. And they're able to get him on the ground.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
The Mustangs will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
And the Cardinals just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
The Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes the catch. It's Skinner. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot, and I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Fires to the middle. He's got it. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Jennings. Fires to the right. Got his man.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
And the Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds a man on the left. Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Quarterback on the keeper. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Harden. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Mustangs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Leaves it with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They want to continue this long drive. 9th play coming. It's 3rd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
That's an appearance.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Handoff from the gun. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run play action. Makes the grab. It's Lacey. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Punt is on its way. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the big fella. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Hudson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
And the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The Mustangs will try to move the chains on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Mustangs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Singleton. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
No, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. He's got his man, and he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third downs.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They got to get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Absolutely perfect. The lead now trimmed to 28-24.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? To the air, it's Jennings. Grab near the marker, it's Knight. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
From the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on! That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Got it behind the line. It's Renson. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
And how about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Second down, he'll throw it. The screen, he's got wheels. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, SMU! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Finds his man. It's Bell. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go right back to him. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Lofts one high and deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Moss. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Here's the handoff. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll run the sneak for it.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The Cardinals have it with a 1st and goal. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1 yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. To the air, it's Moss. Big fella moving. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the 1st down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Hudson. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Hudson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Hands it off. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
So they picked up that last 1st down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Stewart. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it, and that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. Here's the pressure. There he goes. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on fourth.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up fourth.
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the third.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
And the Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Pocket breaking down. Snags it inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it! Touchdown, Mustangs! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money, he's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the air, it's Moss. Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Caught close to the marker, it's Stewart. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back looking for room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Use the play fake, now to throw. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Moss. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Here's a heat. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Well, that's now the 2nd missed field goal for this kicker, and I'll tell you this, you can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Can't get him to the ground. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. To the 10. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, SMU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They are set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Back to throw, it's Moss. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Tosses it incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Trying to get rid of it. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Knight. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
The Mustangs with the 1st and 10. The short hands, it's Brinson. Breaks into the open. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Looking to pass, it's Moss. Gets open down the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the Cardinals can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
The Cardinals can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Moss. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
And the Cardinals, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Gives it on the option. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up for the PAT. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Wide open downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Rushes on him. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
With the catch, it's Hudson. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
To the air, it's Jennings. Makes the grab. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Grab near the sticks. It's Knight. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
And the Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Now the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Maryland. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. They'll send the tight end in motion. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The give to the back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. It's complete. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Man, this quarterback now has thrown for almost 450 yards. That is a lot of throws. That's a lot of success, just chewing up yards left and right. Have a day, young fella.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Dropping back, it's Moss. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's out of bounds after a nice pickup. Did not get the first down, but that will take us to the 2-minute timeout. The Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lacey. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Off play action on 1st down. Finds his tight end. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Caught near the sticks. It's Watson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Hauser. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Keeps it on the bootleg. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Watson.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
And the Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Watson. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Moss. He's got him. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. I got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman
Touchdown, Louisville! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.